Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're doing another Hour of Devastation Amonkhet Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Opened Scorpion Gods. We're going to take this guy, this dude, this thing. Pretty strong card. All these new gods are, as you might imagine. So let's take the Scorpion God, passing Deadlands, Ruin Rat, Ceradon in the same colors. Otherwise, Stalwart is very good, so is Aerial Guide, the Desert, Paramount, Scorpion God. It is. And what tis our follow-up pick? Let's see. So, on color with the Scorpion God, we have Bone Slasher, Roppy, Survivor, Torment of Scarabs, Firebrand Archer, and Frontline Devastator, all of which are pretty good. Strongest card in the pack. I don't know. I actually really like Appeal to Authority. Card's impressively good. But we can take an on-color card. Might just be the Bone Slasher. Best balance of efficiency and beats. Devastator is quite good, and it can block, but it is 4 mana. And then there's Firebrand Archer, which is... you can never really have enough 2-drops. I may just take the Archer. I feel like red-black... the removal deck would really like the Firebrand Archer because it's a cheap beater and then it rewards you for all your kill spells. Could be a thing. We just did the black-red removal deck and I thought it was really good. I mean, we went 2-1, but that's not bad. Okay, so now we have Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. We have Crypt of the Eternals, which technically does fix for us. Desert of the Glorified. Problem with this crypt is you have to pay 1 to fix. I don't like it. Kenray Eternal's a nice 2-drop. There's a Sandblast in here. I may be okay just taking the... I mean, there's also a hollow one, I guess, too. I think Kenray Eternal's pretty good. Better in a black-white zombies deck. I'm okay taking the desert too, but you can never really have enough 2-drops, right? Isn't that how it goes? Let's take the Eternal, I guess. Over the Thorn Moloch as well. Argument for Moloch, I guess, because of removal. Actually, you know, let's take the Moloch. I feel like it makes more sense with the removal deck, which we're still kind of hoping to do here, I guess. So there's a Wretched Camel, a Vile Manifestation. It's probably early enough where we can take the Manifestation and still potentially making it work, or make it work rather. Wretched Camel's okay. Defiant Kenra's okay. Encampment's a desert. I like these white cards quite a bit. Potentially could splash for Scorpion God, but I like Manifestation, I think. Let's take it. Over Riddle Form. I mean, Riddle Form is a premium blue-red card, and then we could just splash the Scorpion God. I mean, it's okay. Riddle Form is I mean, we have 2 good blue-red cards currently. The Riddle Form is certainly better than the Vile Manifestation. Alright, we'll take the Riddle Form. Open Fire. Well, there's a gift. Over Desert, Scrounger, Encampment, Tragic Lesson. Seems good. Blur of Blades. It's also an unsummon, though. Both very good. Let's take the Blur, because at this point we're probably for sure red, and we could still end up in black. Really do like the unsummon a lot, though. Another Thorn Moloch. Some good white cards, or the Tragic Lesson. Probably the Thorn Moloch. Keep that red train going here. Scrapper's quite good. Taking over Reedstalker. Encampment, yep. Ceradon, but there's a Ruin Rat, which is a card I like quite a bit. Otherwise, Traveler's Amulet to splash. Still have that capability. Traveler's Amulet also does pump the Thorn Molochs. Activates the Firebrand Archer and the Riddle Form. Not bad. Not bad. Also an aerial guide. Lets you go right over top. I'll take the Ruin Rat anyway. Dunes of the Dead. None of these cards really matter. Dunes of the Dead's pretty hard to use. Guess we'll take the Rot Beast. Alright, Hollow One comes back, or Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. So, I feel like Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs is probably a little bit slower than what we're looking for, but then again, so is Hollow One. Don't really have any discard or cycle at the moment. But everything in here is pretty bad. Probably take the Wall. I guess it's highest chance of possibly getting played in here. I mean, we do have a Rot Beast, but I'd prefer to not play that either. Got the Vile Manifestation back, huh? There's also a Cunning Survivor, but I guess we'll take the Manifestation. Still definitely early enough to make either of these plans work. Alright, so Crash Through or Moaning Wall. Moaning Wall's pretty bad for the most part, but I guess it has cycling. I don't know. Crash Through is more of a blue-red card too. Ooh, Screecher. Alright. So looking more like we're probably going to end up black-red. Surprisingly, didn't get a ton of removal, but let's see what we get out of pack 2 here. Got plenty of playables. Last pick, Tragic Lessons, possibly assigned to. It's a Nimble Obstructionist. Liliana's Defeat is a sideboard card. We have an Unsummon in blue. But we have Kenrat Eternal as well, which is a fine 2-drop, not amazing. Survivor's Encampment to get the deserts going for Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. Nothing really blowing me away in this pack at all. Could just take the Obstructionist, potentially look back at blue splashing black, but got that late Screecher. Like, I don't see a reason to not play black necessarily. There's not a good red card to take either here, which would make things easier. Obstructionist is pretty good if we end up in blue. Alright. I'm giving up like a Kenrai Eternal, which I don't really care about. Eternal of Harsh Truths. Another crack at Traveler's Amulet. I like the Eternal of Harsh Truths, but we probably take the Amulet now, fix for the Scorpion God, turn on our prowess, and all that other stuff. Okay. Hour of Eternity. Well, we get our Scorpion God back anyway, so that doesn't seem necessary. Dagger of the Worthy is fairly underwhelming in a deck like this, but there's nothing in here we really want. I guess Kindled Fury, maybe? Cheap with Prowess. And Firebrand Archer. And we don't have a ton of removal. Otherwise I could just take Hour of Eternity for bringing stuff back. It's pretty blue intensive, though, in a deck that's going to be 3-color, probably. Still might just be the best card. You can look at it as a 5-mana res spell, get a 4/4, and then 7 mana. It scales fairly nicely. Alright, we'll take it. I mean, splashing Scorpion God is actually fine. It's still a 5-mana 6/5 that can get you value. So, Blur of Blades number 2. Another crack at the desert, which I'm not sure we need. I mean, the only card in black worth splashing in our deck right now is definitely the Scorpion God, which doesn't seem too difficult to do. So probably just take the Blur, I guess. It's a good card. Burns. And it works with the Scorpion God, too. Yeah. Let's take it. Another crack at desert. Or a Devastator, which is got Afflict. It's pretty good. Or a Reed Stalker. Devastator's probably better than Reed Stalker, although I'm not 100% on that. It's nice to leave up an instant or flash in a Reed Stalker. This fixes for all of our colors, too. Really don't like it that much, but might be worth trying out. It sets you behind, though. It doesn't really make sense to me. It's just not a very good fixer. I think we're going to take the Desert. Well, this is tough. I think I'm taking Devastator over Reedstalker. It looks like we actually do need some more playables. Alright, we'll take the Unsummon now, which is just good. Probably don't want the Wall anymore. Another Traveler's Amulet too, but that's okay. Bloodwater Entity is always good. Another Unsummon as well, and another Vile Manifestation, and an Overcome. A lot of good stuff in there. We're going to take the Bloodwater Entity. Desert's a little bit worse on the splash. Imminent Doom, don't quite have enough 1-drops to effectively get that going, but otherwise it's like just Jace's Defeat or a Defiant Kenra, and they're both fairly underwhelming. Could try the Imminent Doom. I don't think it's very good, though. I would need quite a few 1-drops to consider it, but Kenra is not a super good 2-drop creature anyway, and Bone Slasher and Desert don't seem necessary. We could try out the Imminent Doom. Like, we can take Crash Through here, or Strategic Planning, or the Encampment. There's also Cunning Survivor. I mean, Crash Through is good with Prowess. It's good with Imminent Doom. It cantrips. I mean, we're going to need enough 1-drops if we actually want to make Imminent Doom work, so I guess we'll take it. I think Refuse to Cooperate is probably playable. I think I played it before and it was okay. Alright, Kindled Fury, another 1-drop. Pretty good. We'll take it over Tragic Lesson. Take the Planning now. So it's kind of coming together. This may in fact be an Imminent Doom deck, but, I mean, do you basically just hope to do 1, 2, 3 and then you're good? Still could take the Crypt to fix, but I'll probably just take the Reedstalker because it's more playable. Alright, I mean, we're kind of doing it with Imminent Doom, to be honest. This may in fact be an Imminent Doom deck, which is kind of cool. Finally get to try this card out, even though I think it's pretty terrible, but we'll try it. Alright, so we're on to pack 3. We technically already have a deck, but we could probably swap some things. We need more creatures in here too. Probably play 16 lands pretty easily with a Traveler's Amulet too. Maybe even 15 in a Traveler's Amulet. I don't think it's too terribly risky, although Hour of Eternity gets a little bit less likely to be good. But I mean, it already kind of looks bad in our deck. I guess Riddle Form's kind of a creature in here pretty often. Temet, Emberhorn Minotaur, some cheaper stuff. Probably want the Emberhorn based on this. Pretty awesome card in general. Solid 4-drop. I mean, Nest of Scarabs with Scorpion God. Kind of cool. Another Emberhorn Minotaur, Illusory Wrappings, Consuming Fervor, some black creatures. Probably take another Emberhorn. We'll figure out our cuts later. Merciless Javelineer for Scorpion God synergy on the splash. Baleful Ammon on the splash. Brute Strength's probably pretty good, although we're creature light. Still a good card. I kind of don't want to do more splashing than Scorpion God, to be honest. Alright, I'll take the Brute Strength. As Foretold, that was worth like a couple tickets forever. Let's see if it still is. Ticket 40. But I think we need this Electrify pretty bad. We don't need it, but I'm going to take it. I love Naga Oracle too. Jeez. That's tough. Especially since I could use some more creatures, but Riddle Form kind of, like I said, counts as a creature. Alright, we'll take the Electrify. So there's Slitherblade, Winds of Rebuke. So Winds of Rebuke is good with Hour of Eternity, but it could also mill our swamp for the Scorpion God. Or it could just mill our Scorpion God. So it's a little bit dangerous in here since we don't really have... It's a good tempo card, but I might just want the Flameblade Adept, get another creature in here, but we don't really have synergy with that either. So maybe Slitherblade is just better. Just straight unblockable 1-drop to synergize with our Imminent Doom. And it just gets in every turn, which I guess is pretty good too. Otherwise, I'm just taking Winds of Rebuke because it's a good bounce spell. It kills tokens and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I want the Winds then. Might just end up Creature Light. Essence Scatter's typically good. Otherwise, there's a Heckmoth Sentinels, but we'll take the Scatter. I feel like we're probably going to see a creature or two on the wheel. Naga Oracle here is pretty nice. It's a great card. Guess we can take the Sure Shot. It is on color after all. Probably take the Slitherblade now over the Initiate. Oh, another Naga Oracle though. I love these Oracles too much to pass them. I know we have a lot of 4-drops, but I'm just going to play them. Probably cut the reduce or refuse to cooperate, probably. They are pretty excellent. We can probably cut Tragic Lesson, I guess. We can probably cut, I don't know, Floodwaters, keep that chain going. Consuming Fervor might just be the pick here. It's another 1-drop. Might be more effective than Crash Through. I'm actually not sure on that. I guess Curse Minotaur is probably the best there. Alright, somehow I must have misclicked or something and I didn't end up recording the commentary for my deck building. So here's the final deck. Enjoy. We'll see you round 1.